Chris, different type of victory, but your lads have earned that today, and another great performance overall.
Well, yeah, I won't say it was great. It was definitely dogged and determined, but there was some elements of great counter-attacking, but some pretty wasteful decisions to make it a little bit easier for us. So much so, John Mellish kept playing to the heels of all our running players. It was like passing the baton, wasn't it, and dropping it. But you know, they did well. Much better second half. Won more ball in the middle. I haven't looked at the stats, but I do know we had a lot of shots. They did well, Bradford. I thought, to be honest with you, I thought that they're playing better than the team that would be associated with where they are in the league, in my opinion. I thought the players were determined for them, and it made it hard for us. But you've got to beat teams and different opposition different ways. And today it was a scruffy goal, but we ended up getting a goal that counted.
What does it tell you about your team when it's not a flowing performance, but it's something that they've battled and scrapped and they've won you the game anyway?
Well, I think what happened first half, really, we just sort of tried to play too many 5 to 10 yard passes that feel good because you're keeping the ball, but you're not passing, you know, for a purpose. And second half we definitely passed for a purpose, which gives more determination and energy to players that have it, which then ends up with more goal threats. And some great strikes off Danny Devine, some swivel shots off John. I don't know how Aaron's not managed to see where the ball is bobbling between his legs just to tow it over a yard to make it 2. But yeah, they keep going, the lads, so credit to them without doubt. And to come to a place like this, very good to keep a clean sheet and win. But like I said, you know, Bradford made it very difficult.
What did you say at half time? Because it was the same group of players who came out, but it was a totally different type of performance. We did start to dominate the game. You
can ask one of the lads if you want. And I'm not going to. Yeah, I took an anodine after I spoke to the lads at half time.
Was it a tactical switch though? Was there something else that you asked the boys to do? Because we did get on top.
I've just told you the answer, and we played the ball forwards quicker and better, which puts people on the back foot, and in turn then we get on our front foot and then end up dominating the areas of the pitch much more. And it takes away, because I know Elliot very well, but it takes away his opportunity to control a game, because in the first half he didn't control it, but he did sort of have a say in it. Second half it takes away that power from him and enhances ours. And you know, Elliot's he's not a good player, did ever so well for us last season, didn't he? And I know that he'll be feeling, because he's a conscientious lad, he'll be feeling it now. But if he keeps going and the lads keep going, I'm sure Bradford will get away from that, because like I said, I thought they gave everything.
Clean sheet, that's something you keep asking the boys to protect?
Yeah, because we get given one, we've got to look after what we get given and then try and turn it into 3. So to keep a clean sheet and maximise the 3 points is really good news for us.
Missing Callum Guy, it's not too bad when you've got somebody like Dean Furman to come in and fill the gap.
No, good, yeah, very good. So, you know, and he helps, he set the goal up, didn't he? With his cross, so yeah, good ball in. But I just wanted that midfield and people to play against their opponent better, and they did second half. And Dean was further up the pitch, and hence what happens. And sometimes you have to, you know, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but you have to teach old dogs a few new tricks, and sometimes you got to do that. And but what's great about Dean and the rest of the players is they listen and then try and implement, you know, because if they don't and then start become challenging, you're not going to have a product that services positive results. So half time were great because we could share information and get on our plan, and the lads implemented it, so that was great.
You've said all along that it's going to be a squad season. You're going to need everybody at some point, and these lads, when they step, whether it's Denny Devine, Dean Furman, whoever, when they're stepping up, they're showing you what you need to see.
Well, I was really pleased with Danny and his goal threat second half. I can't remember him shooting in the first, and that just goes to show the difference of how we played. But he had some great quality strikes. He was very unfortunate. He thought it was in, I thought it was in. He really caught it well. And to be fair to their goalkeeper, who's very experienced, he made some real quality saves, didn't he, on a couple of snapshots from distance, but he made sure they stayed out of his goal. But yeah, Reece got free for the goal, so well done, Reece.
And what a masterstroke a few weeks ago, signing that striker, Reece Bennett. 3 from 6 now, it's not bad, is it?
Yeah, well, it's very good, but he'll be more proud of his clean sheet than he will his goal, and that's the sort of you know, defending's an art. People think it's just lads who just head and kick it. It's not. It's movement. It's playing off your opponent and the player that's supporting you, and it's doing it with some artistry, skill, some real clean work. And Reece is very clean. And you know, to be fair, like I said, Bradford, you know, the lad up front, we were game, and we had to be at it to make sure they didn't score, and we were.
You keep saying it's too early to talk about league position, but it isn't half getting the fans excited.
Well, great. At least somebody can relax and enjoy and smile. I just have to make sure that we keep doing what we're doing in our environment we're in. That's all I can do. That's my job. So you know, I'll turn my phone off tomorrow, I think, and have a rest myself. But yeah, it's great. It's really good. I'm so glad we can share it with them. Of course I am. But it's a shame. Like today, if they were behind that goal now, there'd be some scenes now, wouldn't there? But it's just the way it is at the moment. But yeah, I'm glad they're happy. Players are happy. I'm happy. But we've got to keep it going.
Bit of a freer week to prepare for back-to-back home games. Does that give you something else to think about in terms of team selection and getting the lads ready for this next batch of games?
Well, it gives us a rest, which is important. You know, I said to the players, like, what's that song? Eat, sleep. Well, I said rest, not rave. Eat, sleep, rest, and repeat. You know, that's what the football season is. And thankful we're not raving involved at the moment. But yeah, we've got to keep doing that. But we've got more time to utilise that time for our benefit, which is great because you know the snow caught us out a little bit yesterday. Doing the interviews and then getting in my car to think we've got 4G to train on. It's covered in snow. Was like, you know, it's not. You know, but we have to make the best of what it is, and we did. But the lads put on a good performance today to make sure we won.
Last one from me. Callum served out his suspension. Will he be ready for next week with the injury that he had?
Yeah, he's fine. It weren't muscle, like I said, so it's just a little bit discomfort, but he's fine now. He's not trained today. He's had a bit of a rest himself, but good because he's been playing excellently, and that's great for us to have him back.
Thanks, Rita.